Will Elon Musk really connect the brain with a computer chip? A friend recently asked me, how much have we done in artificial intelligence? I said, we have developed enough algorithm to make robots talk. And how about humanity's collective progress in trying to replicate the human brain? Nope, not done. At least not so far. But that may change soon with Neuralink, Elon Musk's venture, where they're creating some kind of dope technology that'll merge the human brain with machines. Most people associated with Neuralink converge around the idea that this will be a technological breakthrough of such enormous proportions as to allow the deaf to hear, the blind to see, and the paralytic to walk. All of that sounds perfectly great until you know how they're gonna do it, by sewing in a few chips to the brain. Or, as Musk himself envisioned, like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires. So what's Elon Musk's real plan? Will humans become a race of cyborgs? Will we develop superpowers using such technologies? Is anyone else trying it other than Musk and his people? And perhaps the most important of all, will this save us from an artificial intelligence overhaul so many of us dread? In the next few minutes, we will find answers to all of these and more.
Hey guys.
We made this channel to share with you some awesome mysteries and phenomena from our world and beyond.
If our video makes a little difference in your day, share it with your friends.
Because we believe everybody deserves to know something awesome every day.
You can also support our work by subscribing to our channel and making a Patreon donation to help us create more awesome content for you.
Before we attempt to do any of that, let's get the basics right and understand how a human brain really functions. To do that, I'll have to take you to the tiny heavyweights of our nervous system, the neurons. Our brains are made of billions of these neurons. These are longish cells with a head and tail-like structure that send, receive, process and store information. There are about 86 billion neurons that can store up to 2.5 million gigabytes of information in them. In YouTube terms, that's 3 million hours of content. Now, these neurons are the agents that carry information in the form of electrical spikes. These spikes travel through the neurons like chain reactions and deliver messages to different parts of the brain, like the ones that control speech and movements. For example, the movement of fingers on the keyboard starts as an electrical spike up in the brain. In order to make their thing work, what Elon Musk and Neuralink are essentially trying to do is read those electrical spikes originating from the brain. Their idea is to treat the brain like an electrical wiring system. Within this system, whatever messages can be transmitted using neurons, can also be transmitted with the help of an electronic chip. One such chip, the Link, was unveiled by Elon Musk in the later half of 2020. This chip can be inserted directly into the brain with a robotic surgery. No, this is not a month-long, high-tech experimental procedure in some kind of a secret, underground lab. In fact, this surgery will not even involve the administration of general anesthesia, and will take just 16 minutes in all. Attached to this coin-sized chip are a bunch of wires that are in direct contact with the neurons in the brain. These wires are thinner than human hair, and can both receive and send electrical signals. Neuralink has boldly claimed that these electrodes will not cause any damage to the brain. What's more, this brain chip has a battery that lasts all day, charges wirelessly, and it connects to your phone's Bluetooth. For many people, it will take their neighborhood's net worth to experience something like this. But Neuralink says that at some stage all of this could just cost $2,000 or less. That's just about the price of a laser eyesight correction surgery. So far, so good. But how does all of this play out? This is where it gets wacky. Elon Musk once gave us all a live demo of a pig with one of these chips in her brain. This pig had the chip in her brain for over 2 months. Live readings were recorded of the signals between her snout and her brain. Apart from the neural spikes generating whenever the pig snuffled around, the Link also predicted the movements of the pig based on her ongoing brain activity. The lighting up of different brain regions as the pig moved around was quite enthralling. To start off, the company wants to treat diseases like paraplegia, and then slowly evolve into things like implanting the chip in the visual cortex and treat something as huge as blindness. Neurosurgeons at Neuralink also believe that the chip would be very effective to fight mental health conditions like anxiety, stress, and depression. Then, there are the basic applications like replaying memories in the head, telepathy, Superman vision, and something as simple as uploading the brain to a robot or even another human body. Wait, wasn't that an episode of Black Mirror? No one could have said it any better than Elon Musk himself. The future's gonna be weird. As huge as these sound, many of these ideas neither have a timeline of execution nor any frozen methodology that we know of. But the future could well see us get as used to this brilliant innovations as our smartphones today. For all we know, this could be the next big step in the human evolution. Imagine a future where memories can be played back like we do in video games. This will be like watching videos in VR, where you will be able to feel everything you once did, essentially reliving the favorites parts of your life again and again. Imagine a future where every unpleasant memory can be edited or even deleted. Yes, we could be looking at a permanent overhaul of the entire karmic equation. All this could take 2 or 3 decades, coinciding with the creation of a fully functional brain interface. Now, the biggest question of all, will we become cyborgs in the future? Elon Musk believes we've already crossed that stage with our irreversible addiction to our phones. On the flip side, hooking the brain up with a computer could improve productivity by as much as 10 times. Just imagine the kind of potential humans will then have. For once, there's actually no need to imagine. We already have multiple examples of people amplifying their brain productivity using methods similar to Neuralink. Some have found help with special devices acting as their new hands, feet, and eyes. The level goes further up with those who have even metal implanted in their bodies just for fun. Then, there are occasional breakthroughs with examples like Neil Harbison, a trans-species activist with an antenna on his head to better distinguish between colors. But all of these mean nothing when you look at the case of Peter Scott Morgan. Peter is a scientist who suffers an incurable disease of the nervous system. The biggest project of his life has been the creation of a new version of himself. His peers strongly believe that he is on his way to become the most advanced cyborg in the world. To catch you up on the development, there's already a speech synthesizer, a microphone, a fan and a tube that takes food directly to the intestines of the cyborg. The digital copy of the scientist can speak in his voice, and even express emotions, things that Peter himself cannot do anymore. What he can do is control this digital avatar with nothing more than the movement of his pupils. Very soon, with the help of electronic components implanted in his brain, Peter will reach a stage where all his interaction with the outside world will only be electronic and his body can receive the rest it deserves. Is the future of Peter the future of humanity? Are we all going to become cyborgs with a powerful processor operating inside our heads and relievable memories replacing videos? Perhaps the most difficult questions are the ones we ask of ourselves. So ask yourself, do you want to become a superhuman, or would you rather preserve the sanctity of your body? Tell us in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. We will see you very soon with more questions, more answers, and a whole lot of awesomeness. Until then, Bella ciao.